So if you're like me and you opened an immersive Mewtwo EX, you're probably looking for a really good deck to show it off in, and I think I have a pretty darn good one. It might even be the best Mewtwo EX deck, which is an easy claim to make right now because nobody has any data. But the idea behind this deck is all about Mewtwo EX's Psy Drive attack, which deals 150 damage, which is an enormous attack. Usually when you get numbers that big, there's some kind of coin flip or RNG element, but this just always hits for 150. The problem is it requires 4 energy, which is a lot to get it online. And on top of that, every time you use it, it's discarding 2 of those energies. So the upkeep is really high. You have to get 2 energy somehow to keep using it turn after turn. But luckily there's a card that does exactly that for us. It's Gardevoir. This is a stage 2 Pokemon with the ability Psy Shadow. Reads once during your turn. You may take an energy from your energy zone and attach it to the Pokemon in the active spot, which is perfect because you can have this on the bench, still use this ability, get a bonus energy each turn to put on that Mewtwo EX in the active spot. Combining that with the normal energy that you get, that's that 2 energy per turn to keep refilling that Psy Drive, meaning you can get that Psy Drive off every single turn, overwhelming people with 150 damage turn after turn after turn. This also, of course, just helps you ramp into that ability faster, sometimes just accelerating you up to 4 energy so you can get that first one off in a timely fashion before your Mewtwo EX dies off. And clearly to support this, we've got the Evolve chain up to Gardevoir with Ralts and Kirlia. But that's it for our Pokemon. We're just running 8 Pokemon here, pretty tight Pokemon list, and a bunch of trainer cards to support that. I think there's kind of a reliable mix of trainer cards already being defined in the meta, which is basically Potion, X-Speed, Pokeball, Red Card, Professor's Research, and Sabrina. I do have one little addition here, which is Giovanni instead of a second X-Speed. I think a second X-Speed would be very good for the record, but I had this cool full art Giovanni, and I like the surprise this offers. Sometimes that 10 damage is a really meaningful breakpoint, particularly in this deck. Mewtwo EX has that 50 damage Psychic Sphere as its base attack, and there are a lot of 60 health Pokemon out there, so sometimes you can catch people off guard, snipe a Pokemon early with Psychic Sphere when they're not expecting it, thanks to that Giovanni. So that's my one little kind of conceit here, but certainly you can kind of find a trainer mix that works best for you, although I think this one's pretty darn good. So all in all, I've had some great success with this deck. I sure don't know much about how matchups work right now in this game. There's no ranked ladder, so we can't talk about ranks, and I don't know if there's an MMR system either, so I don't know if you're just being matched against totally random people or people that are, relatively skilled and at your skill level. But we do have a nice range of matchups here against some mirror matches with other Mewtwo EX builds and variations, and some cool stuff like Pikachu EXs and Moltres and so on. So we're gonna see Mewtwo in action across a variety of matchups, and as you'll see, it finds success in all of them. So this deck can do some pretty darn cool stuff. Oh, we love this hand. Boy, do we love this hand. We really just need Gardevoir to be very happy, which we have some time to find. Does it matter where you put this Pokemon? I've been a left Pokemon gamer for a while, but I don't think I haven't seen anything that like references, put this Pokemon in this spot or the leftmost or rightmost Pokemon on your bench. Nothing like that yet that I've seen. I think it's okay to have 2 of these in. I don't think it is. Kirlia is great. We really like that Gardevoir though. That's the big one. Red card here might be nice if they keep this hand this big. That might just get played out. Chansey. Oh, whoa, dude, this thing is a monster for a basic Pokemon. 120 HP. I mean, thankfully, Mewtwo EX again. Okay, nice. Yeah, again, I think that can be played no problem. I'm gonna red card actually. That's 5 dudes in hand. That's a lot already. That's a lot of juice. We don't want them having all that juice. Let's attach our energy before I forget the 1000th time. You gotta wait on this animation though, which sucks. You think you've done it and then you haven't, because the animation's taking 100 years. They are pumping up this Ralts on energy already, which is interesting. You would think if you had that Chansey in hand, you'd want to start juicing it up. 60 damage for 3 energy though is just not that efficient, to be honest. It's not bad, but oh, they are a similar deck. They must just be using Chansey as a body early because you want time to load up your Kirlias and all that stuff, right? Like you oh baby, we are just too good. That is the top deck of dreams, honestly. Insane top deck. There is an argument to spend this here because we can get the 4 on Mewtwo already next turn. It's like maybe we just load up the second Mewtwo so he's ready to go. I mean, there may be reasons not to do that I'm unaware of, but I don't know what they are just yet. So for now, we're gonna do it. This 50 doesn't really change much because we're probably just gonna be using Psy Drive every turn from here on out is the goal, but just in case it matters, you never know. Their Mewtwo is also ready to go, so we have this risk of a retreat or a play that allows their Mewtwo to come in and one-shot my Mewtwo as soon as they get a Gardevoir, which they don't currently have. So it's like, do we? I don't, you know, I don't want to kill the Chansey right now though. Really, is my point. They can't retreat this yet. Maybe I should have went for a Sabrina here to force them into playing the Kirlia. That is an easier retreat option though. We're just gonna do this for now. Oh, hold up, I want to attach my energy. Bro, I am so bad at attaching energy. I forget every time. Let's do this. This way, this Mewtwo's loaded up. If they do come in and one-shot this Mewtwo, then I've got the backup Mewtwo ready to go. Like, I don't need to hurry on this. They just can't retreat this easily because it costs 3, right? So there's just no hurry to kill it. It's not causing me any problems right now. So now we can Sabrina into their Kirlia. They can bring back the Mewtwo, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess there's no reason to Sabrina. We can just kill maybe. Although we can also just kill kill the Kirlia. Yeah, no, we definitely Sabrina here. We force the Sabrina. We got another Kirlia too, which is cool. Let's force the Sabrina. We Psy Drive either of these. It's fine. We know that this Mewtwo is ready to go as soon as he swaps in, so we're really happy. We just have so much energy. We've just rocked so much energy in this game. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, do we just... I guess we give this Mewtwo one more. You could start spreading it out to the Gardevoir, to be honest, because you can get to 4 on the active Pokemon really easily, but it all kind of is the same, I guess. It's all kind of a wash, right? So we kill their Kirlia, they bring in the Mewtwo, but if they do, we just one-shot with our Mewtwo. It's fine. It doesn't, you know, like it's just a 1-for-1, basically. As soon as they bring in the Mewtwo, we've checkmated it, essentially, by loading up the second Mewtwo so fast. It's just we have so much freaking energy. We just have energy on energy on energy, you know? We're basically doubling their energy output every turn. So if I'm them, maybe I just put in the Chansey, right, to buy myself a turn, but it's just the same math keeps happening, you know what I mean? Like at some point they got to put in the Mewtwo EX and we just wipe it with our counter Mewtwo because we're ahead basically. So it's just like this is I think this is just a solved state as far as I know. I don't know, there might be something that disrupts I'm not thinking of, but we just Psy Drive, they Psy Drive back, and it's just game over. I mean, they are buying some time here, which I guess is cool. Oh, actually we want to use this probably. Oh yeah, they see it now. They see it. Yeah, they just know that it's just solved. Like as soon as I wipe that, it's just counters. The Mewtwo's doing exactly enough damage to kill the Mewtwo's, make this mirror match very intriguing. Like from a kind of back and forth standpoint, really cool to see that though. That was you see the Gardevoir advantage. You get it early. It's just an insane amount of extra energy. It's crazy how much you get. I have not been hitting a good set of Pokemon. So far, like much recording this today. I don't know, man. I was having a much better Pokemon run last night. I mean, the good news is even when I'm failing to hit my dreams, I'm still winning a lot. So that's good that the kind of like fail state isn't bad. But I'd love to hit the home run state. Oh God, that's so scary. They're just Pikachuing me to death, man. That's so rude. They only need one more Pokemon to already kill this Ralts. Oh God, it's scary, dude. I don't like that at all. Oh my God, dude. I mean, 2 energy too, you know, it takes a little bit, but my God, this early Pikachu is so threatening. 90 damage for 2 energy is just ridiculous, honestly. A Sabrina would be very welcome. Potion might be helpful. I don't know. I really need Kirlias, to be honest. We're not getting off this, so. We're gonna get a Mewtwo here, guaranteed. So we'll put the Mewtwo in. I mean, I guess we put the Ralts in too. It's nice to have some flexibility. There's our beautiful Mewtwo. Hey, buddy. Do we load up the Mewtwo, I guess? Yeah, the Ralts just doesn't do anything, right? It's just not useful. We can X speed it if we want to put in the Mewtwo now, but, well, actually, yeah, I mean, Pikachu's not hitting us yet, so there's no urgency on that. We might want to wait a minute. Let's see. The only consideration would be a red card, maybe. I wouldn't really expect them to red card me yet, but a consideration. The 120 into the 50 on the base attack of Mewtwo is not particularly clean though, so I think we're gonna chill. Once we get through this Pikachu EX, if they don't have another, I mean, that could be really nice. The next turn Pikachu attacks, currently hitting for 60, but we have to assume, yeah, there's the 90. 90's really nasty. It kills Mewtwo in 2 hits, even with any healing from potion, because it's 180. A potion only goes to 170. We had 2 potions, we could survive 2 hits. Oh baby. Okay, well this actually makes me want to put in the Ralts, right? I think we retreat the Ralts, we start hitting the Pikachu, because I think we can survive now off the potions enough that this is gonna be fine. Maybe, if my math is correct, or my instincts perhaps are correct, I should say. So it hits us for 90 here. We go down to 60. We heal back up to 100. The problem is like surviving that next round or having the lethality beyond that. You know, we got to kill a whole nother Pokemon. So I guess we'll see. Sabrina, we actually don't need right now, right? We're gonna potion this twice, of course, like we said, to survive. 20. We kill that Pikachu, but see, the problem is like it's so cheap for them to put energy on. Like this is such a cheap ability. They can put energy on their backups now and like sub one in and kill me instantly. So I'm really just kind of going EX for EX here, and I currently don't have a good follow-up is the problem. Like Zap Kick for 20 and Gnaw for 20, like we're gonna be at 10, so those are both gonna be lethal after this Pikachu. Like we're gonna just go 1 for 1 basically here. Which means maybe I shouldn't have put this energy on the Mewtwo. Maybe I should have just put it on the Ralts, huh? That's interesting. Red card, their hand is insane right now for a red card. Like it's huge, yeah. We totally ripped this. I guess we do just go 1-to-1 like we said. I think that energy on the Mewtwo might have been a mistake though, because we kind of knew what was happening here, right? I don't like that I have to wait for the red card animation to finish to play my next guy. Yeah, I think this energy on the Mewtwo was wrong. It doesn't really add a lot of value on the Kirlia either, to be honest, but probably just wrong. So I guess they're gonna bring in either Zappy Dude or Pika Dude, and I may have to win this with Gardevoir, right? Like just a nice big strong stage 2, which is gonna be fine. It's hitting for 60, so actually it kills they put in the Blitzel and Pikachu both had 60, so this is gonna be a clean finish. Oh well, less clean. 30-to-1 of your opponent's Pokemon. Does it get to pick? Do you choose? I haven't used this yet. I don't know how it works. Can you hit a bench card? Oh, actually, if we had a Giovanni, we could force a kill here with Sabrina. We don't have a Giovanni though. No. We're gonna have a bunch of bonus energy, which we don't need. I mean, they would obviously never put in the Pikachu here. I mean, it currently just doesn't really matter. I guess they could pay a retreat cost here on the Electabuzz and get the Electabuzz in, but we can just Sabrina that next turn, right? So we should be able, like, we'll have a 30 and a 60 as the remaining Pokemon we Sabrina in, so it shouldn't matter if they retreat out of the Electabuzz to stay alive here. Does the Zebstrika have another evolve though, I wonder? Does it have a stage 2 here? And will that be big enough, I guess? They go on the Pikachu. Are they gonna maybe evolve that? That might be big enough. Retreat the Zeb into an evolved Pikachu, Raichu, I guess, right? Oh yeah, see, they put in the Electabuzz to survive this hit, but we just force with Sabrina. Oh, or Giovanni, either one actually. Let's use the Giovanni. He's pretty flashy. This is, they're gonna be mad, but I like showcasing Giovanni's strengths here, you know. Psy Shot. See ya, Electabuzz. GG Daft Swan. That was a fun game. Getting through that early Pikachu was scary, but just that potion top deck was clutch. A lot of good little lines possible there. Okay, we have Pokeball, which hits either another Mewtwo EX or another Ralts, but we really need to find our evolving Pokemon here, I think. Mewtwo early though is still very threatening. A Giovanni would clean up this Ponyta in one hit too, which might be nice. But it's also rocking a Sizzlipede. Man, I feel like the difference between having a Professor's Research early and not is just like a world of like the hand sizes, the access is crazy. I mean, you have a 10% chance for each card to be a Professor's Research. So when you have a pretty big opening hand, it's not too hard. But as you can see, we still seem to miss a lot. So we'll draw our another basic Pokemon. We don't need these right now, but it's just about disruption, I think. Yeah, let's wait on the red card for now. I don't know exactly what they're cooking as far as like any combos or setups are concerned, but their hand size just isn't very big quite yet. This clearly moves into a Rapidash. Rapidash hits for what, like 40 for pretty cheap? Yeah, 40 is not too bad for us. 40 times 3 is 120, so it takes 4 hits to kill the Mewtwo. I only need 2 to kill them. That's if they are starting a turn sooner. It's only 1 energy for Fireman. That's great. So cheap, yeah. We could Sabrina maybe. Oh, that's a good hit. Thank you. We need Kirlia, please. Kirlia, please. Potion's good too, actually. I really like the potion a lot as well. That's gonna help us on breakpoints, I'm sure. Psychic Sphere on the Rapidash. If they put in the Arcanine, it takes a lot of energy to get it going, so we probably have a little bit of time on that one. Yeah, Kirlia would still be very nice though. The fact that it doesn't require resources, there's no, there's no energy to use Professor's Research. It just makes it so insane. You know, Sabrina's tough. Yeah, this will not die at least though, which is good news. And it's gonna be free to retreat pretty much, since we only need 2 energy on Mewtwo. I mean, not literally free unless we get an X speed, of course, but pretty much free. We'll just give it the energy, put Mewtwo back in, kill the Rapidash. We're still at 110, so no risk of death yet, because this needs 2 more energy to attack, which is good. Red card, still not really right. Sabrina, no need yet. Yeah, let's just give this the retreat like we said and finish it off. I think it's fine. Doesn't feel great. An X speed would feel great, of course. A Kirlia in hand would feel great, of course, as well. Let's go ahead and use the potion because I'm a little bit worried about red card disruption here. Hand is still really big for a red card, unfortunately, but when you have stage 2 Pokemon evolutions, that's kind of what happens. The good news right now on the Arcanine is that even if it does hit me for 120, I'm still alive. It's really nice. 130, that's a great break point. And hopefully they can only give it 2 energy this turn anyway, so we should have time to get up to Psy Drive and just kill it, right? I think. Even without Gardevoir stuff. Yeah, oh nice, we hit this anyway, but I don't think we're gonna need it. I think it's just, I think we're just, we got the math we need. I guess if they have a Giovanni, it's pretty nasty. So maybe we should use Sabrina now. and then Sabrina next turn into the Arcanine, it may not be guaranteed is the only thing. Because if they play another Pokemon, they may not put in the Arcanine when I'm loading up the Mewtwo. So it's like, do they run Giovanni number 1? Do they have it number 2? Does a red card disrupt them? I mean, it is one less total card. I'm gonna risk the Giovanni here, I think, man. It's not like we're dead if it dies or anything. Let's risk a Giovanni. In other words, let's not Sabrina, because Sabrina could take us down a path that doesn't win the game, and we don't want that. We want the path that wins the game. Like if we accidentally Sabrina and you know, this is Lapede or whatever, and then they play another basic Pokemon, we kind of have, you know, I don't know. Let's just see. Do they get to 130 is the question. If they do that, Arcanine EX is at 80. Do I have some good math on like Gardevoir 80? You know, 60 is not really good. Giovanni's only 10. It's close. I mean, the real thing is like, just don't be running Giovanni. It's not that common to see. I actually think it's pretty great so far. I feel like there's so many moments it wins me games, and I just don't want to run that many Pokemon in this deck anyway. So it's like, why bother? Yep, they conceded. Mewtwo threat is too high. Load, Pokemon, load. I like Pokemon from the something region, it said. My name is like, my tag says, I am somewhat confident in battle, which I think is really funny. Let's go ahead and put Mewtwo EX in the primary spot here. I feel like my tablet's just a little bit laggy when mirrored for this game. I wish we could run it on BlueStacks, but so far I don't think that works, but that's okay. I don't actually know for sure if it's correct to put Mewtwo EX in early here or not. It's like you definitely want it to be alive. You can always load up a new one later though too. So the great thing about having only Mewtwo EXs in your active spot is that, you know, they each give the opponent 2 points, but that second batch of 2 points is much harder to come by. You're not feeding them a 1 point Pokemon for the clean 3 point break point. They have to get 2 and 2, which, you know, working against a higher L total can be a little bit harder to do that. So sacrificing one's not bad as long as you're pushing up that second one. Yeah, I feel like my game's just a little bit laggy. Maybe my tablet's not good enough. I honestly just bought a tablet to see if it would all work, and I don't know, I probably didn't buy the best, most expensive tablet, because who knows if I'm investing into this game super long term yet or not. Although I'm having fun and the videos are doing well, so things are looking good on that front for now. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the stage 1 step of our Ralts evolution. We're missing Kirlia right now, so we're kind of just doing the thing here. We're also very scared of Moltres here at some point, right? This is looking like a Moltres Charizard deck, of course, because we see the Charmander. This deck is kind of doing a similar idea for their Charizard, where they're trying to use a Moltres to get energy onto a big old Charizard to punch you really hard. So definitely scary. We're in a weird spot. A supporter card can be used, yes, but we don't want to use it yet. I don't think we want to try to kill this Moltres yet. They do have the Moltres in the back spot, which means it's not going to be able to use this ability to charge up a Charizard, so they're going to have to kind of do it the old-fashioned way at this rate. Oh, well, they're retreating. Never mind. So here they go. They just didn't have the Moltres in hand, I guess, on turn 1, so they had the Charizard down. So this is more where they want to be. Just use Inferno Dance to load up that Charizard in the back. Honestly, like I said, a pretty similar game plan, both kind of about energy acceleration, getting up to some big damage. Unfortunately for us, we're not going to be able to kill this in time without some quick evolutions, right? Let's see what they get for their coin flips. I think it's funny that you actually physically flip the coins, by the way. I find that very charming. Like, it makes you, well, you only do one, I guess, but it still makes it pretty interesting. Okay, so Charmeleon, as I say it. Charmeleon! I missed all my card draws. What's tough here? We might want to force them to put that Charmeleon back in. So let's do a Sabrina here for sure. We could also probably go ahead and potion this Mewtwo X. Did I say EX or X? I think I say EX, right? I think I say EX. I wish my game ran a little bit smoother for this battle. I may have to get a nicer tablet. I may have to spend some money. How can I afford it when I've already been spending so much on packs, guys. How can I afford it? All right. Psychic Sphere. Unfortunately, since we used the Sabrina, we can't also use the Giovanni here to clear this. Yeah, the game definitely goes like, I don't know, man. I may have to get a nicer tablet. I don't know. I'm going to look at some settings. Feeling like it's inadequate. Although I didn't really notice this until today specifically. So maybe something's going on. I haven't really recorded a game yet, though. I mostly play on my phone, so we'll see. Moltres back in, doing that scary thing. We can Sabrina again, though. The problem is we can't quite kill the Charmeleon yet, if we do. So, you know, it's got 90. Yeah, anytime a lot of action is happening, we're getting some definite, I may have to go to high quality mode and just see if it runs well enough. I mean, this is a pretty new tablet. I mean, it's a pretty nice tablet. It's not an expensive tablet. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm too worried about this right now. Clearly, you can tell this is my first game with this deck. Yeah, we're just completely missing our middle evolution step. So I feel like we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. If they find their Charizard, particularly, we're cooked. They don't even necessarily mind maybe putting in the Charmeleon now because I can't do a lot to stop it. I don't know. Let's see if we can't catch something here. We can actually catch an Eevee if they put it in at 60. I don't know if they're gonna want to put in the Charmeleon or not though. We'll see. They don't even really need the Moltres anymore is the thing. Like it's almost better for me to just maybe kill the Moltres. It's kind of a tough call. Just missing our evolves though is completely hammering our like wing condition. So now they can just put in Charmeleon and then maybe evolve it. We'll see. I am gonna have a hit for 150 though, so if they don't one-shot me, I'm trying to think about what Charizard does. Oh, are they putting this in? I might one-shot this, right? I'm gonna hit for 150. This is really risky. Wait a minute. I don't think I like this play. I'm set up to just hit for Psy Drive for 150 here, and that's game over. The Sabrina's doing, dude, they are just loading up this Charmeleon. I don't know why it's going to 5 energy right now. What's it for? This is the Charizard. I can't even remember Charizard EX's like actual text on his ability. I just know they load up a lot. Charizard EX Pokemon Pocket. Let's look at what he does, right? Charizard EX Pokemon Pocket. Dude, it's so hard to find stuff because everything is referencing oh. Yeah, we just win, right? Just over. Everything is referencing oh yeah, so he needs 4 and then it discards 2. So I guess technically going above 4 is fine for Charizard EX. But thankfully, yeah, they just fed us that Moltres and it's game over. Yeah, I don't know. That was definitely a weird win. That's not how this deck normally wins. You know, we missed our evolve and still got there. I'll take it though. The opponent probably missed some opportunities, but we don't complain. We take those. Hey-oh, Mewtwo, go get him, buddy. I need double Mewtwo immersive. I need my cards to all match, you know? I just need match. Dude, they loaded up on Pokemon here. They got so many Pokemon. I got 2 Pokeballs, which is nice. That means we're gonna have a very good chance to find, well, guaranteed to find 1 Ralts. Maybe our second Mewtwo. Oh, bro, it is a mirror match. Well, not exactly. Okay, so Pokeball number 1. That's the Mewtwo. Pokeball number 2 is always Ralts because we only have 2 basic Pokemon. So that's good, but we need that Kirlias or whatever to kick off this chain. We do want to put in the other Mewtwo so that we can swap to it if needed on a oh yeah, we can do it now. Let's just do it. Yeah, might as well. So we can swap to it as needed. We do have the Giovanni in hand, so we might be able to kill off this Farfetch'd early. I don't really know how advantageous that'll feel. It might, you know, just chip away at their small guys. They're gonna go ahead and leak slap me. It is a big hit. 40 for 1 energy is pretty nice. This is a good like little starter guy. They hit their Kirlias. They're doing a very similar sort of game plan. I will say their deck feels like a little bit less all in. You know, they're running Ghastly and Farfetch. We're running a really tight set. Unfortunately, we did miss though, so I'm kind of sad. I also just used my supporter card, so I can't kill this. So I'm even more sad. Perhaps one might even say stupid. Sometimes it's good though that you don't let them swap their Pokemon on time. Like, they may not want to swap this just yet. 40 we can heal up pretty well. Like 150 is actually the meaningful breakpoint here. So like a Mewtwo versus a Mewtwo, 150 and 10 is the same health if they have 4 energy. It's absolutely no difference. So being chunked a few times here may not necessarily hurt us. There's the Kirlia. That's what we needed to see. That's a potion. I'm not clicking on the right cards. That's what we're looking for. So next turn's Gardevoir. We're gonna have well, I mean, they don't have anything that can kill me here, so we're fine to kill this off, right? And then if they want to put in the Mewtwo, like, okay, we'll just wreck it. They put in the Ghastly, we'll probably be able to wreck anything, even if it evolves into it. Yeah, I mean, we really want that Mewtwo, so it's kind of a sad thing they have 3 Pokemon on board. They go for the Ghastly. We can actually kill that with a Psychic Sphere. Not that we necessarily need to, but we could. Just to preserve a ton of energy. It probably doesn't matter because we can reload 2 every time anyway, but we might be able to start loading up the backup Mewtwo if we just use Psychic Sphere Giovanni here. That way we can start spreading our energy a little more, so we don't have to put 2 on the active Mewtwo every time. They hit me for 20. That is a meaningful breakpoint at 50 because that Mewtwo in the back, it can get to a Psychic Sphere and hit me for 50 pretty easy. So we'll definitely want to use a potion here if we go to 50. And like we said, I think... Ooh, Sabrina. Well, they definitely wouldn't put in the Mewtwo EX, so we don't... That's not really a thing we have to think about here. Yeah, we'll use the Psychic Sphere, like we said. We'll do this. I'm gonna start loading up the backup Mewtwo. We use Giovanni to kill this at 60 with Psychic Sphere. This way we have bonus energy, basically, right? Like I'm saying, like, oh no, I forgot to use my potion. Dang it, I forgot to use my potion. Shoot. Oh, I forgot to use my potion to go to 70. It was so important. Oh, crap, dude. Shoot. The good news is I only need to kill this. I don't need to kill the Mewtwo. So the backup Mewtwo will be fine. I'm just really annoyed with myself. I forgot to use my potion, dude. This is why little things matter, right? Little breakpoints and health points matter. I'm glad we at least identified the risk. It's a good sign we're kind of there. We just need to get better, you know, at executing, not forgetting stupid mistakes. Stupid little mistakes. This has a retreat cost of 1, but if we red card them, they may not have a good retreat option on it. So let's just go ahead and get rid of their Mewtwo. Let's start killing this Kirlia, because it you know, if they evolve this, it evolves into the active spot, so it gives itself energy, not the Mewtwo EX, which is, of course, where all the scary damage comes from. So we'll just Sabrina the Kirlia into the active spot. Like, we're gonna save this game, even though I goosed it, you know? Like, this would be really trivial if we had the full Mewtwo here. They'd already be dead. It'd be game over, right? But we goosed it, though, so we'll just, you know, we'll do our best to fix the stupid mistakes and win anyway. Good to showcase and recognize our mistakes. So if they go for the retreat on this, we just Psy Drive Mewtwo to death. If they go for no retreat or an evolve, we just well, either way, we just Psy Drive them to death. I mean, I don't know. Their Mewtwo can't get up to 4 energy this turn. It's just literally not possible. Because if they go, well, actually, is it possible if they evolve and retreat? But if they, yeah, they could do an X potion to retreat first and then evolve and then use the ability. No, they could actually. They could kill my Mewtwo this turn. They have to have exactly the evolve Gardevoir and an X potion, though. And we did make their hand smaller, so maybe the red card here limited them, but they could have, if they had exactly those two. X potion this to 0 to retreat it, evolve it with Gardevoir, put Mewtwo in on the retreat, hit the ability, he goes to 3, and the basic energy goes to 4. So that's a really interesting game. Like, they still had an out. I threw the game though, you know, like we could have won a turn earlier, I think. Surprising amount of little details and nuance in that game is pretty cool.